I expect there to be high drama here, and I'm hoping that over the course of 90 minutes, there will be a policy discussion. Historically, U.S. presidential campaigns are won or lost on domestic issues. However, this may be a little bit different, and that is there are important global issues, war and peace issues in Europe with Ukraine and Russia, in the Middle East, and then there's the strategic competition, if you will, between the United States and China that is sure to come up at some point during the debate.
So, Ambassador, let me ask you bluntly, if you're expecting high drama, right, does that mean you are expecting what some folks are saying, could happen, which is Donald Trump going off on yet another of his, nonsensical rants there and trying to talk above a muted microphone even when it's not his turn?
Well, look, the format is really different because of this muted microphone, which is unprecedented. But these two guys are going to be in the same room with the moderators, and I suppose there's nothing to keep either candidate from continuing to talk, even when the microphone is turned off. I guess when I speak of high drama, I'll put it this way. Anytime Donald Trump is in the room, we can expect some drama. I don't know if it's going to be the type of argument or even yelling at each other that we saw 4 years ago, but I expect there to be some bombs dropped, if you will, from the Trump side.
Oh, dear. Okay. A lot of folks are saying the worst possible outcome from this debate, and this is the first of two. Second one happens in September, of course. The nightmare scenario would be if neither candidate comes across as being up for the job. With these debates, this is a TV debate. It's all about, it's emotional, it's psychological, it's all about perception, right?
Yeah, perception is very important. This will be the first time in more than 4 years that these two men have been in the same room together. Their body language and whatever emotion this experience evokes from them, I think will be closely watched and closely analyzed, not just by the commentators, but by the voters. I expect there to be an enormous television audience in the United States for this debate. There always is for the first presidential debate. And part of the drama tonight in the United States is there are no scheduled debates after this debate. This may be the one and only time these two candidates are in the same room together between now and the November elections. And I would add to that the fact that neither one of these candidates participated in any debates with opponents during the primary season. So American voters haven't seen these two guys on the stage debating political issues in a long time. And a lot has happened since over the last 4 years.
There's, for folks looking for actual substance in this debate, obviously, potentially there's a lot for them that they can and should be talking about, right? The debt, the deficit, immigration, et cetera. If that does happen, right, and we get what we want, do you think China is going to be a big part of the debate?
Undoubtedly. I think there will be some discussion of U.S. China relations. Historically, American presidential elections are won and lost on domestic issues. So I think the starting point on the policy discussion will be inflation, will be immigration policy, will be public safety, will be investment in infrastructure, all issues these candidates have been talking about on the campaign trail thus far. But we're in a very volatile time in international relations. War between Russia and Ukraine, the response of Israel to the October 7th terrorist attacks, and of course the U.S. China strategic competition, which took center stage at the World Economic Forum earlier this week in Dalian, China. I expect both candidates to talk very tough about China. I expect Donald Trump to portray President Biden as being too weak on China, and I think President Biden to portray Donald Trump's 4 years as being too weak on Vladimir Putin, and in fact having benefited China by permitting so much chaos to occur during his first term 4 years ago.